In collaboration between Oulu University of Applied Sciences and Southern Utah University, this is one of a series of videos examining what do effective teachers do. This is the third video in a series examining what do effective teachers do. With this video, the learning environment is examined. The intent of this video is to jumpstart discussions and reflective thinking about what it means to be an effective teacher. The video does not present all of the research regarding how to create learning environments. The desired outcome of the video is that you will seek further learning opportunities through professional journals, within professional learning communities, and dialogue with faculty and teacher preparation programs and your peers. A secondary purpose of the video is to demonstrate that classroom teachers can produce videos using an iPad or tablet and appropriate apps. A list of apps used to produce this video is provided at the conclusion of the video. Start with the students rather than the content or discipline. Treat all students with respect and concern. Imagine your classroom as a natural, critical learning environment. It is a place where critical thinking, reasoning from evidence, examining from quality, and metacognition routinely occur. Overall, this is a classroom where intriguing questions or problems are posed. The teacher provides guidance in understanding the significance of the question or problem. Higher-order intellectual activities occur. Ask students to compare, apply, evaluate, analyze, and synthesize. Not to memorize and recall. Your goals are to help students answer the questions, and you leave students with a question to be addressed. Always seeking knowledge. The lifelong learner. Ask students to commit to learning and class. This is a shared responsibility. You commit to creating and providing the best learning environment. Your students commit to attending and learning. Using the acronym WHERE, W-H-E-R-E, the W, what, why, when, where, guides your lesson design. You know what you'll present, why it's important. Share with the students when they'll use the new knowledge and skills and where they'll use it. Of course, this is all based on knowing your students, what they know or think they know, and your knowledge of the content to be presented. The H, hook your students, gets their attention and keeps it. The H can help you determine some of the W's. For example, you might ask engineers and business students about cars and business ethics. You'd ask them, lightweight or crash safe? Must there be a trade-off? You might use a technique called share, pair, and square. First, students think independently. Then, with one peer, then two pairs form a square and the four students converse. This provides a safe environment for students to explore complex ideas. From the responses to the hook questions, you know what students know or think they know. Since you've used backward design and know the student's learning outcome, the E, or equip, explore, experience, guides your students in acquiring new knowledge and skills. R provides opportunities for the students to rehearse, revise, and refine. There is a craft of teaching. It involves strong communication skills, your ability to communicate orally. Change the pace of your voice, the tone. Usually about every 10 to 12 minutes, ask something that requires wait time or some interaction between students. Use engaging language. It involves all the listeners. Explain, be clear, thorough, and stimulating. Engage students in disciplinary thinking. How do scholars in the discipline critically think? Then allow time for students to talk. Require your students to discuss and perhaps find various solutions for the problem. You need to move about the entire space of the classroom. Avoid being trapped behind a desk. Now, let's go back to the WHERE. The last E, evaluate. Always have closure. Ask your students, what did you learn? And you might say, What questions do you now have? Some little teaching secrets. Arrive early and have the room ready. Check the technology. Is it working correctly is especially critical for online instruction. Is the room too cold? Too warm? Now, greet your students as individuals. At the end of the course, stick around. Don't pack up and run off. Allow students to stop by and talk, and then you walk out the door with the last student. Your lessons are based on curriculum. What should my students know, be able to do, and believe? Your classroom is inviting and encourages students to engage in their learning experientially. Now, how do you know they've learned?